Have you ever felt that you are a project that never gets completed, that you are running a race with no finish line? You have read self-help books, watched motivational videos, perhaps even taken therapy. You have tried every method that promises to make you a better person. You learned discipline, you meditated, you tried to change your habits. But even after all these efforts, in the darkness of the night, when you are alone, a voice whispers, something is still missing. This feeling that you are incomplete, that there is a flaw within you that must be fixed, this feeling never goes away. In fact, the more you try to fix yourself, the more you start to see your own flaws. It is a strange trap. The more you try to escape, the more entangled you become. But what if I told you that the root of all your problems, the real source of your pain, is not the flaw you see within yourself? What if your real problem is the very idea that you need to be fixed? One of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century, Alan Watts, tells us something that goes completely against our modern self-improvement culture. His message is so simple and yet so profound that it sounds strange at first. He says, stop trying to fix yourself. This doesn't mean that there is no sorrow in your life or that you never face difficulties. It means that this idea that you are broken is a lie that our culture, our society, has planted so deep within our minds that we now believe it to be true. This is a disease where the cure itself is making the disease worse. You were not born with the thought that you were flawed. A child does not hate itself. It lives every feeling completely, whether it is happiness, anger, or sadness. But as we grow up, the world tells us how we should be. We are taught that some emotions are bad and some are good. Being angry is wrong. Being sad is a weakness. Being afraid is cowardice. We are given a blueprint of an ideal self, a person who is always positive, productive, and confident, and our entire lives are spent trying to copy that blueprint. We install a judge within ourselves, a voice that 24/7 weighs our every action, every thought, and every feeling. You shouldn't have thought that. You should have worked harder. Why haven't you reached there yet? This voice splits us into two parts. One I, who is the judge, and another I, who is being judged. One I, who is always trying to fix, and another I, who is always wrong. This internal battle is neurosis. This is the true source of anxiety and suffering. Alan Watts says that you can never win this battle, because in this battle, you are both the enemy and the soldier. You are fighting yourself, and the result of this fight will always be exhaustion and frustration. So what is the way out of this trap? Here, Alan Watts introduces us to a very deep concept, borrowed from Taoist and Zen philosophy. It is called the law of reversed effort, or the backwards law. This law states that there are certain things that the more you try to get them, the further away they move from you. Think about it. When you are trying to swim in water, if you struggle and thrash your arms and legs to stay afloat, you will sink. But the moment you relax and let the water support you, you start to float. Or when you can't fall asleep, the more you try to sleep, the more active your mind becomes. But when you stop trying, sleep comes on its own. Happiness is just like that. You cannot try to be happy. The very effort is proof that you are not happy right now. This same law applies to self-improvement. When you try to be calm, you are fighting the storm inside you. When you try to become confident, you are suppressing your fear. When you try to stay positive, you are denying your real sadness. Every effort brings you closer to the feeling that you are not enough right now. It reinforces the feeling of your brokenness. So what does this mean? That we should do nothing? Just sit back and do nothing? No. It means you must change the direction of your battle. The enemy is not your feelings or your flaws. The enemy is the effort you are making to fight them. Real change comes not from control, but from acceptance. But acceptance does not mean resignation. It doesn't mean saying, "This is just how I am, I can't do anything about it." That is just another way of letting the inner critic win. True acceptance is a very courageous act. It is the courage to feel your anger without taking it out on anyone. It is the courage to sit with your sadness without running away from it. It is the courage to acknowledge your fear without seeing it as a weakness. It is understanding that you are a human being, not a machine. You will experience all kinds of weather inside you, sunshine, rain, and storms. You cannot try to control the weather, you can only learn to live in it. When you stop fighting your flaws, a strange thing happens. Their grip on you weakens. When you accept your anger, it no longer controls you. When you allow yourself to feel your anxiety, it slowly subsides. Like muddy water, when you stop stirring it, the dirt settles on its own and the water becomes clear. You don't have to do anything. You just have to leave it alone. This is the art of leaving yourself alone. It is completely rejecting the lie that you need to be perfect. This idea that you must always be happy, always productive, always moving forward, this is a cultural myth. Life is not like that. Life has ups and downs. Life is messy, and that is its beauty. Your existence is like music. The point of music is not to get to the final note. The joy of music is in every note, in every moment. If we only think about the final note, we will miss the entire song. Similarly, the point of life is not to reach some ideal self. The joy of life is in this moment, right now, just as you are, with all your contradictions, with all your confusion. So the next time your inner judge tells you that you are not enough, that you need to change, don't fight it. Just listen to its voice, the way you listen to the sound of traffic. Tell it, thank you for sharing, and then bring your attention back to your breath, to your body, to this moment. This is not easy. Our entire life's conditioning is against it. But this is the path to freedom, the path to letting go of the battle, the path to coming back home. Because the truth is, you were never broken. You were always whole. You just needed to leave yourself alone.